Now if I can just remember how to disconnect everything and get this tractor off of here. Well, that's a plus. At least it started. And now I'll see if I can remember all the things he told me on how to run this tractor, and we'll be in good shape.
There goes Farmer Norm.
Hey, and welcome back to the channel. It's Mountain Beaches with Norm and Kim, and today we're back at our property.
Woohoo! We're
Yes.
back home.
Yes, but if you'll notice in the background, maybe if we turn the camera a little bit,
It is smoky.
smoke everywhere. There are lots of wildfires here in Northern Idaho, and today the smoke is worse.
It's the worst it's been since we've been back.
Yeah,
You
it's
can't even
horrible.
see the mountains. Yeah.
Horrible smoke. So we are taking precautions, and I've rented a tractor and a mower, and today's job I am going to be mowing our weeds because they're a huge fire hazard, and we're going to get those cut down. I also stopped at Home Depot, hun, and I bought 2 fire extinguishers.
Okay.
We got to get we got to be safe up here.
We do. We need to get the weeds mowed, for fire safety. But also, when you're using these big equipment, sometimes they can set off little sparks.
Yeah.
And so you want to make sure that you are aware of that and looking for that and have ability to take care of those little sparks.
Right. Hence the fire extinguishers, just as a precaution.
Yep.
You might kick a spark off a rock or something. So we're going to come with the mower, and we're going to be mowing all of this. Oh, it's probably a couple acres worth of weeds that need to be mowed. And then tomorrow we're getting an excavator, and we're going to start moving stuff around.
Moving dirt, moving trees.
We got lots of projects going on. So if you're new to the channel, we'd like to welcome you. We bought this property a few months ago. We've got ideas of building a barn dominium on it. So far, we've started with a shed over here.
Yes, and people have been asking us, when are we going to finish that shed? And you know what?
Soon.
We'll finish it
Soon.
when we finish it.
We've got the equipment rented for the next week, so we got that first, then it's back to the shed. So,
Yes.
All right, let me head off and go get the tractor and get started on this work.
Let's get going. I think he's in his element, riding around on this tractor in a big cloud of dust. I think it's going to be a shower night tonight, but it's just fun to get this done and to watch him just enjoy. Life here at Eagle Ridge is so much fun.
I've done a pretty good job of getting these weeds cut down. I've left a few spots, like you might be able to see right back here, of some ferns that are still green. Change it up a little bit and give it a little bit more greenery. No need to cut everything. And I've also done my best to not mow over the top of little sapling trees. So I tried to save as many of those as possible. Man, the smoke is just horrible today. I don't think they're going to get these things under control for a while because they're 0% contained. They're not even working on them. And the air quality is just horrific. But the property looks so much better. We've decreased our own fire danger by cutting. I still got some more to do over on this side of the property. I cut down a bunch of weeds along the edge of the driveway, so that looks really nice. And I'm just really happy. I rented this tractor for 24 hours, so I still have it until tomorrow morning. So I've got a lot more I can do. I want to take a look over here and see what still needs to be done, but I'm really pleased. It's doing a great job. I did take away some of the habitat for the turkeys and the deer, but I don't know, with the fire danger, I felt it's more important to reduce our risk of fire. So that's why we wanted to get these weeds cut. And I left a lot of the fern still growing. You can see maybe back behind here, there's a lot. And down over here, there's still a lot. It's that time of year where they're starting to go, but I think they're going to be all right. They're not that big of a fire danger. And then this here used to be a big burn pile, and it's just, I don't know. I need to get a something in here. Maybe a backhoe, something. Just you can see all the burnt logs and stumps, and this would be great for garden area. Get it spread around. So nothing I can do with this with the equipment I have now. But let me show you over here what the field looks like and how much better that looks. So you can see I've cut all of this out here, left little patches here and there, and lots of little saplings down in there I made sure I didn't cut. So just so much better, so much safer for us. There's still some more down in here, but there's a lot of rocks. I need to go through there. I started kicking up a few rocks. See if I can clean that out a little bit better. This side over here, it goes too much of an angle, it goes down, so that wouldn't be safe to use the tractor down in here. It drops off quite a bit there. But yeah, this is really looking good. Excited to get the excavator tomorrow, and my plan is to start working in the forest. Let me show you the forest back over here. I'm going to start working in the forest over there. There's a bunch of down trees I want to grab onto and pull out. There's a few other trees I think I can push over. We're just going to see what we can do and go from there. Some other trees I'm going to cut down, and then I'll have the excavator. I can, I'll cut those into like 8-foot lengths, and I can lift them up and move them into a spot where they can just sit for a while. I don't want them just sitting on the ground because then they decay, but they'll be good for firewood down the road. So like right over here, you can see there's 4 large dead pine trees right there. I need to cut those down. Those are widowmakers, and several dead on through here. Our property doesn't go too much beyond that forest line, maybe another 20 feet. So not a lot over there, but we go quite a ways back this way on this side of the forest. So, and down over in here, down that way, that's where I found that one dead tree that one time, and there's a couple other dead trees over here. So a lot of work still to do. Get this property cleaned up. Getting excited. It's looking good. It's the next morning and it's time to take the tractor and mower back. I rented it just for 24 hours. But in the process, I'm going to be picking up an excavator, and I've got that for a whole week. I've got a ton of work I'm going to do with that. But mostly what I did with the tractor was mowing, but I took advantage. Once the mowing was done, I had some extra time, and I did a little bit of road work that needed to be done. I want to show you over here. There's a couple of spots on our road that it gets kind of narrow and slopes downhill a little bit, and the tires on the trailer when I come up get real close over there. It makes me nervous. So I went to a rock pile that we have over a different part of the property, and I grabbed a bunch of rocks. I grabbed a bunch of dirt, just fill dirt from topsoil from other parts of the property, and I filled in down in here, if you can see that down in here. Widen this up a bit. I'm gonna maybe try and do a little bit more once I get the excavator, but that really turned out pretty nice. As a starting point, it's just fill. I need to make it a little bit better, a little bit more fill, and but it's gonna make it a lot safer right in here. I can swing wide. I don't have to worry about the trailer tires slipping off the edge, and I mean, it's a drop off of about 8 feet, which is significant. So I did that, and then another spot just up the road, I cut into the berm a little bit and widen it that way rather than filling in on the opposite side. So a couple of big improvements on the road, but now I'm going to go take and return this tractor and get the excavator. So that's going to do it for this video, and when you see us next, we'll be working with the excavator. Thanks for joining us so much, and we'll see you next one.